Haide, curaj! Plecăm! Serviciile sunt sub orice critică. Oh, ce pătură frumoasă are bunicul! Ce-ar fi să-ți luăm și ție una?
Auga!
Duminică seara, weekendul se apropie de sfârșit. Dar nu trebuie să fii trist.
Maybe I can help.
Cu Warner TV îți vei încheia weekendul cu un zâmbet.
Oh, God!
You make me feel so good.
Râzi cu noi duminică, mâine la 20 la Warner TV.
New York to me was sort of the center of everything I thought was wonderful in show business, which was, you know, paradise to me. Being from Columbia, South Carolina, show business seemed unreachable. And New York was the center of it. Broadway shows, not just musicals, non-musicals as well. And everything about New York thrilled me, and coming here, the look of the city, it is a great city to look at. It's a remarkable city because of the rivers and the bridges. It never leaves me, the idea of New York City. And New York City, to me, I'm sorry to say, it's sort of stupid of me, but New York City is Manhattan. It's not the other boroughs, although I liked the other part of New York, but Manhattan was New York. You know, I was still already alive when they built Radio City and the Chrysler Building, and I believe the Empire State. I was a child, but they were building the Empire State soon after I was born. And New York had these remarkable architectural things about it, and it had everything I was interested in, which was the theater and the shows and wanting to express what you cared about. And it doesn't look like any other city, New York. There's true, other cities have bridges and so on, but it's not. The bridges don't take you to the center of the world. Everything is poured into this little place. I'm not a person who sort of plans. I believe that events carry me along, as they do almost everyone. And I take them as they go. And every time I've moved, it's turned out to be for good reason. But that's just luck. That's just chance. You know, I've lived everywhere. I've lived in Paris for 20 years. I've lived in London. I've lived in Los Angeles, New York, and I've made movies in Brazil and in Greece and everywhere on earth. And but New York is the center, the metropolis that takes everything that's happening in the world at the moment, and you're aware of it here.
I mean, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, so I've always thought of myself as a successionist, because Brooklyn was the only place for us. There was no other borough that existed. Well, Brooklyn has a very special reputation around the world, so it comes to one's aid when you travel. Somehow they hear you're from Brooklyn, they want to meet you, know you, because they figure something special must have happened in your life. And a lot did. In my travels, New York has never become smaller to me because of other great cities I've been in. It's always loomed large because of what happens here. I'm speaking about the culture of New York. There's so many different cultures involved. And it's just the most interesting place one could have grown up. I remember I have two kids, and never wanted them to grow up anywhere else but in New York because of my experiences growing up in Brooklyn and coming to the theater in New York and studying theater. And all the wonderful people I was lucky enough to meet in the arts when I crossed the Brooklyn Bridge into Manhattan. And I wanted my children to have that experience, to grow up in that culture of New York, because it has so much to offer, experience-wise. New York is just it's overwhelming, and it's just, there's so much. No, if I name one favorite spot, I'm in danger of assassination.
Filmmaking is not its raison d'etre, you know. I mean, so you could shoot here and they enjoy it, but life goes on. They walk right by the camera. It goes on. You know, they're busy. We have things to do. People walking, they have a place to go to, except the tourists. They have a place to go to. They're going from A to B. You know, they're going to get there somehow. So it's a determination. The whole place is pointed this way. You know, so you make films in between. Just don't get in the way too much. That's all. And you got to deal with that. You really do. When we did Taxi Driver, for example, all shot here. And we were like in the garment district everywhere. We literally became swamped in the garment. At one point, I always tell the story, I turn around, I couldn't even find the camera anymore. I had to look through the lens. There were so many people, they were so busy. The scene where Palantine is talking in the garment district. It's just a scene of De Niro sitting in the cab looking. But at the end of it, he drives off, and we pan across the whole street. I mean, all those extras, I'm sorry, all those people were not extras. They're just too busy. We're very busy. We're doing our, you know, we have work to do. And so, in a way, that's the life of the city.
Duminică seara, weekendul se apropie de sfârșit. Dar nu trebuie să fii trist.
Maybe I can help.
Cu Warner TV îți vei încheia weekendul cu un zâmbet.
Oh, God.
You make me feel so good.
Râzi cu noi duminică, mâine la 20 la Warner TV. De această dată cu Mare și Tare.
Facial droop right side, arms numb, speech slurred. He's incoherent.
Okay, initiate code stroke. Call some.
What's going
no,
on?
It's
What's
okay.
wrong with him? Don't push me away!
Ma'am, I'm not pushing you away. Your husband has had a stroke. You need to make a plan, and we need to do it very fast.